Hotzianu mi-Mitzrayim.
Hotzianu mi-Mitzrayim, dayenu. 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 Dayenu.
Kevin Phil,
Rabbi.
it's Rosh Hashanah, Shana Tova, Shana Tova.
It's not Rosh Hashanah. I'm sorry. That's a different time of year.
It's not Rosh
No,
Hashanah?
no.
I know it's a holiday.
Yeah.
I thought it was Rosh Hashanah.
Try again.
Oh! It's Hanukkah. Menorahs, candles, dreidels,
No.
presents. It's Hanukkah.
There are some candles involved, but it's not Hanukkah.
Oh,
I'm
no,
sorry.
it's not
I'm sorry.
Hanukkah.
No. Try another one.
Purim? Purim. The Megillah, the Groggers.
Close. No.
It's
no.
not
I'm
Purim.
going to give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
Right here. Look at
I know what that is.
that. Yeah.
I know what that. It's flat.
You all right?
It's dry.
Yeah.
It goes crunch when you
It
eat
does.
it. It hasn't too much flavor.
Not too much.
It's
Starts with a...
It's a matz. It's matzah.
Matzah.
It's matzah.
Right. So
It's
therefore,
matzah day.
It's not called Matzah Day, but it's called
What's it called?
Pesach.
Pesach.
Yeah.
We get latkes.
No, not latkes.
Hamantash.
I like hamantash.
Apples and
Definitely
honey.
not.
Apples and honey for
No, I'm going to give you a clue again. Same clue.
matzah.
Yeah.
Haroset.
Yes.
Maror.
Roar.
I know this holiday.
Yeah.
This is Pesach, Phil. It's
That's amazing.
Pesach.
You got it.
Phil.
You
It's
got
Pesach.
It is Pesach.
It's Pesach.
Yeah.
I love Pesach.
And that's why I was singing that song, Dayenu.
Let's hear it.
It's one of my favorite songs. Here we go. Ilu Hotzianu.
Hotzianu mi-Mitzrayim, Hotzianu
mi-Mitzrayim.
Dayenu. 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 Dayenu.
We're going to have a Seder tonight.
Seder, exactly.
You know what I love about the Seder?
No.
We get to ask questions.
What kind of questions?
Why is tonight different than any other night?
That is right. Why?
Why?
I'm going to tell you in just a second.
Okay.
Here we go.
bechol halelot einanu matbilim afilu ba'am echad afilu ba'am echad halayla hazeh shetei be'amim halayla hazeh shetei be'amim. Oh! Why is this night different from all other nights? Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights we don't even dip once, but tonight we dip 2 times. On all other nights we don't even dip once, but tonight we dip 2 times. Shebechol halelot anu ochlim bein yoshvinu bein misubim bein yoshvinu bein misubim halayla hazeh kulanu misubim halayla hazeh kulanu misubim. Oh, why is this night different from all other nights? How come? Why? Why is this night different from all other nights? On all other nights we don't need to recline, but tonight we lean to the left. All other nights we don't need to recline, but tonight we lean to the left. Oh, yeah.
On all other nights. Oh.
That's it, just four of us.
Oh, but those questions are such good questions.
Yeah. You have some
Tonight,
answers?
every night we eat pizza and pasta and pickles and pizza. And tonight, matzah.
Yeah, all the food groups. We
Just
every night.
matzah, though. Just matzah.
Yes, just
Doesn't
matzah.
taste very good.
Yeah, but.
And then on other nights, you get to eat asparagus, carrots, all kinds of vegetables.
Right.
But tonight, just maror, bitter stuff. Why are we eating yucky, bitter stuff? And all other nights, Mom tells me not to play with my food. Tonight, the grown-ups are playing with the food. They're dipping this green stuff. They're dipping the maror. They're dipping everything. And they're playing with the food. And all other nights, they tell me to sit up straight at the table. But tonight, everybody's slouching.
Yeah.
How come? Why is tonight different
There's some
from
good
all
reasons.
other nights?
Some very good reasons.
I think there's a story we have to learn. You know, I got some friends who want to come tell us the story.
Oh, that's great.
You ready? Let's watch our friends tell the story now.
Shalom, everybody, and happy Passover! We're having our Seder today. Now, as you may know, the book we read at the Seder is called the Haggadah. Chag Sameach! I'm the Haggadah. I'll tell you some of the Passover story now. The Israelites were slaves in Egypt, but still their numbers grew, and the Egyptian rulers were afraid of them and wanted to hurt them. One Jewish family kept their baby boy safe by putting him in a basket and floating it near the shore of the Nile. His sister Miriam would hide nearby to keep an eye on him. One day, the Pharaoh's daughter came to the river for a swim. Oh, it's so hot. I can't wait to jump in the water and cool off. That's going to feel so good. Oh, look at that. A basket. Oh, and it looks like there's something inside of it. Oh, a baby boy. Oh, he's so cute. Hello, precious. How did you get out here all alone? Oh, well, you're just adorable. I'll take you back to the palace with me and take good care of you. Oh, you poor thing. You're hungry, aren't you? I'm sorry. I don't have any milk to give you. Oh, So, Princess, I heard you talking about milk for the baby. Yes, I'm going to adopt this baby boy. I think I'll name him Moses. But I don't have any milk for him. Princess, my mother just had a baby and she has plenty of milk. Maybe she could nurse him for you. That would be wonderful. Tell your mother to meet me at the palace at once. Okay, Princess, I'll get her right away. And so Moses' own mother helped raise him, and he was raised as a prince in Pharaoh's palace. One day, when he was older, Prince Moses walked out of the palace and saw a taskmaster being mean to an Israelite slave. Hey, what are you standing around for? Get to work. Please, sir, these bricks are so heavy. Could I just have a little break to catch my breath? Break? Slaves don't get breaks. Well, could I just have a little sip of water, please? No, you think water grows on trees? You can't have water. Now get back to work. I can't believe no one is coming to help that poor Israelite. Excuse me, why are you being so mean to this guy? Stay out of this, Prince Moses. This is an Israelite slave. I can be as mean as I want. No, I won't stay out of this. It's hot. He just wants some water. He's doing all the working. You're doing all the yelling. Moses, this is none of your business. It is my business. In fact, you can take the rest of the day off. Go on home. You've worked enough for today. Oh, thank you, Prince Moses. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. Next time, don't be so mean. Hey, you can't just go around telling Israelite slaves they don't have to work. Why, when the Pharaoh finds out about this, you're going to be in big trouble. And I'm the one to tell him, too. He's right. I am going to be in big trouble. And I can't stand to live in a country where people are treated so cruelly. I'm going to leave Egypt right now. And so Moses fled from Egypt and went to live in Midian. One day he saw a burning bush. Wow! That bush is on fire, but it's not burning up. It just keeps burning and burning. And then Moses heard the voice of God coming to him from the bush.
Moses, I liked the way you gave that Israelite the afternoon off a while back before you left Egypt. Now it's time to give all the Israelites the rest of their lives off.
Hey, who's talking in that deep echoey voice? Good one. Come on out. Come out, wherever you are.
Moses, it is I, the God of your forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of your foremothers, Sarah, Rebekah, Rachel, and Leah.
Hey, is this Shmooly from the Camel drive-thru? Good one, Shmoo. Now come on out, the joke's over.
Moses.
What?
This is not a joke.
It's not?
No, this is the real deal. I'm actually God.
Wow, really? That is so awesome!
Yes, I am. And now I have heard the suffering of the Israelites, and I remember the promises I made to Abraham and Sarah. I will free the Jewish people from slavery in Egypt and take them to the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey.
You will? Well, that is great! Thank you! That's so good. Good luck with that, and, bye?
Yes, Moses, say goodbye to Midian, because you're going back to Egypt to tell him to let the Jewish people go free.
What? Me? No. You must have me mixed up with someone else.
Moses, I'm God. I don't get mixed up.
But I'm not even good at talking or anything. I'm just a guy with a furry face and this walking stick.
Yes, I like the stick. It's a good look. You should keep it.
Okay, if you say so.
I just did. Now get going. You have a nation to lead from slavery to freedom.
But suppose they won't listen. Suppose no one believes me.
I will be with you, Moses. I will help you.
Okay, I will do as you say, God. I'll go to Egypt and tell the Pharaoh to let the Jewish people go.
You're a good man, Moses. I knew I could count on you.
And so Moses went back to Egypt and told Pharaoh what God had commanded. Pharaoh, the Lord God of Israel commands you to set the Jewish people free.
Oh, Lord Schmord. Moses, you got a lot of nerve coming back here after what you did.
Well, all I did was give another human being the respect he deserved.
Well, if that catches on, soon everybody's gonna want respect. Then who's gonna do all the work around here?
Why don't you hire people and pay them fairly?
That's the dumbest idea I ever heard. Now get out of here.
I'm warning you, Pharaoh. Let the Jews go or God will make you regret it.
How do I know this God guy of yours can do anything at all?
Well, watch this. I put my stick on the ground and God turns it into a snake.
Ah! How did you do that?
Oh, I didn't do it. God did.
Well, get it out of here. I'll let the Jews go, I promise.
Well, remember that, okay? All right, I'll put the snake back on the ground, and God will turn it back into a stick. Now, I'm glad you decided to set the Jewish people free.
What? I didn't agree to that.
Yes, you did. You promised.
Oh, all right, they're free.
Great. Children of Israel.
No, they're still slaves. I changed my mind.
I'm warning you.
All right, they're free.
Children of Israel.
No, I take it back. They're still slaves.
Do you want me to bring back the snake?
Oh, no. They're free. Go.
Okay, good. Wise decision. You won't regret this.
Oh, I do already. I take it back.
Let my people go.
Okay.
Really?
No, of course not.
Finally, God sent 10 plagues to punish the Egyptian people for having slaves, and that convinced Pharaoh to let the Jewish people go. Children of Israel, the God of our ancestors has seen your suffering and set you free. Pack your bags. We're going to the Promised Land.
Hilo Hotzianu, Hotzianu Mimitzrayim, Hotzianu Mimitzrayim, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu.
And now, with their song about the Pesach story, let's welcome once again the band that's mighty marvelous, mostly magical, and mildly musical. Here they are, the Mitzvah Mice.
We were slaves, and it was so bad. Today we are free, so today we are glad. We worked all day long, from morning till night. It sure wasn't fair, it sure wasn't right. And we never stopped for coffee or tea, 'cause the Pharaoh didn't care.
This is called a Seder plate. It has all of the special foods for Pesach in one place. We got karpas, green vegetable. We got a beitza, roast egg. We got a zaroa, a bone. We got maror. We got haroset, sweet maroset. We got bitter herbs. Because tonight we have a story to tell. And each of these things are part of the story. Long ago, our ancestors lived in a place called Egypt. Egypt was a terrible place. It was ruled by a mean king named Pharaoh. He turned us into slaves. It's a bad thing being a slave. A terrible thing being a slave. In fact, that's the reason we eat this maror, because it tastes bad and reminds us how bad it is to be a slave. It was so bad we cried out and said, God, save us. Send someone to help us. God sent this man, Moshe. Moshe stood in front of Pharaoh and he said, let my people go. Pharaoh said, no, no, no. I will not let them go. Moshe said, if you don't let them go, terrible, awful, nasty things are going to happen to your country, to Egypt. Plagues. The Nile River turned into blood. And then out of the Nile River came frogs. There were frogs here, frogs there, jumping froggies everywhere.
Really?
Do you know a song?
I just happen to know a song about that. Goes like this.
One morning when Pharaoh awoke in his bed,
There were frogs
on his bed and frogs on his head, frogs on his nose and frogs on his toes, frogs here, frogs there, jumping froggies everywhere, even in his underwear.
So he called Moses and asked his advice.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Nope.
Here's what you should do, said Mo. You'll have to let my people go, or there'll be frogs on your nose and frogs on your toes. Frogs here, frogs there, jumping froggies everywhere.
Well, you know what? After 10 plagues, Pharaoh said, go, get out of my land. And we picked up and we went. We had to go so fast, we didn't have time to call for a pizza. All we had was this flat, awful bread called matzah. And every time we eat this, we remember that we were slaves. And being a slave is a terrible thing.
Avadim hayinu, hayinu, ata b'nei chorim, b'nei chorim. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorim. Avadim hayinu, ata b'nei chorim, b'nei chorim. Ata b'nei chorim, b'nei chorim.
So the last night we were in Egypt, it was a very scary night. Because this angel was going around destroying all kinds of things in Egypt. And we painted on the door this red blood. And it kept the angel away from our homes. And it made the Egyptians let us go. So we have a bone on the plate to remember that blood that we put on the door. And we have an egg to remember that when we came to Eretz Yisrael, we built the Beit HaMikdash, the holy temple, and we offered an offering. And we have charoset, which sort of looks like the cement we used to make all of those things in Egypt, but it's kind of sweet and reminds us that being a free person is sweet. And do you know what happened in Canterville? We were leaving Egypt, and we came to the Red Sea, this big sea. And we thought we'd be free. But Pharaoh changed his mind again. He changed his mind, and he came after us. And we all screamed to Moshe, do something, do something. Moshe said, watch. He held his hand over the sea. He held his arm over the sea. He held his stick over the sea, and it opened up. And we ran through. And then he held his arm again, and the sea came back. And all of a sudden, we were free. Free people. We were slaves. Our parents were slaves. Our grandparents were slaves. Their parents were slaves. And all of a sudden, we were free.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to sing a song. Nobody knew a song. We were slaves for so long. We forgot all the songs. But there was one woman, one brave and wise woman named Miriam. Happened to be Moses' sister. She said, "Follow me." And she took the tambourine and she began to sing a song. And the words, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, we still sing to this day. This is the song that Miriam sang, right? Yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la, yai la 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 la. Kodesh mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai no ratilot osei feles yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 yai lai 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 lai. That's a great song. And that's why we have Pesach. Every year, we pretend that we're back in Egypt for the last night. And that's what our Seder is. The last night we were in Egypt. And we tell the story so that every year we get to come out and be free again and feel how wonderful it is to be a free person. That's what makes Pesach so very special. So let me tell you a story about my Pesach. When I was a little kid, we used to go to my uncle's house. And my uncle was a great rabbi. And he had this golden Seder plate and a golden Kiddush cup. And we said to him, Uncle Lazar, where did that come from? So he told me this story. This story. Ready here for the story?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a very old man and a very old woman. And they lived in a very old house at the edge of a very old town. And they were very poor. They didn't have any money for anything. They didn't have money for food. They didn't have money for wine. They didn't have money for anything. But when Seder night came and everyone was going to a Seder, the very old man said to the very old woman, "We need to make a Seder." And the very old woman said to the very old man, well, we don't have anything. We don't have wine and we don't have matzah. We don't have food for a Seder. We don't even have candles. It's going to be dark. Said the very old man, "It doesn't matter. We have each other, and that's what matters most. So we'll make a Seder." So the very old man and the very old woman, they sat down together at their little teeny table, and they held hands, and they began their Seder. Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. "Who could that be?" said the very old man. "Who could it be?" said the very old woman. Well, the old man, he got up and he went to the door, and there was a stranger there. A stranger who was wearing a tall black hat. And he had a long black coat. And he spoke with a very strange voice. He said, "Good evening. Happy Pesach. I am a traveler going from there to here, and I need a place to have my Seder. Could I sit with you?" Well, said the very old man, "Of course you can sit with me. We'd love to have you at our Seder, but we don't have any food." "It's fine. Whatever you have is fine," said the stranger. The stranger came in and he sat down at the table. And the very old man looked at the very old woman and they said, "Okay." And they held hands again and they sang, "Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dai, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu." "Wait," said the stranger, "wait. We need a white tablecloth for the table." "Oh," said the old woman, "we don't have a tablecloth." No, said the stranger. "I have one. Let me see, where did I put it?" And he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a tablecloth and he put it on the table. How did he did he? Wait, candles. Candles to bring light. Where are the candles? We didn't have money to buy candles, said the old. No. I have candles. And he reached into his pocket and he pulled out a big golden candlestick. And on top was a candle, and it was already burning. And he put it on the table. And then out of this pocket, another golden candlestick with a candle that was already burning. Now we have light and a table. Let's have a Seder, said the stranger. Very well, said the old man. And once again, he sang, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Wait, said the stranger. We need wine. Where is the Kiddush cup? We don't have a Kiddush cup, said the old woman. No. I have a Kiddush cup. Where did I put it? And he took his big hat, and he reached into his hat, and he pulled out a golden Kiddush cup filled with wine, and he put it on the table. Now we need more than a Kiddush cup. We need some matzah. Where is the matzah? But we couldn't afford matzah. No, I have matzah. And he reached back into his hat and he pulled out matzah. And then he pulled out a whole Seder plate with maror and an egg and a bone and charoset and karpas, all the foods you need for a Seder. How did he do that, said the old woman. How did he do that, said the old man. No matter, said the stranger. Now we have a Seder. We have matzah and maror and karpas and charoset, and we have wine. Let us make a Seder. Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. And they had the whole Seder, and it was time for dinner. And the stranger said, well, where is the soup? But we couldn't buy soup, said the old woman. No, I have soup. And he reached into his hat and he pulled out 1, 2, 3 bowls of hot soup with matzah balls. Now he pulled out a whole roast chicken with potatoes and carrots and broccoli. He brought out all kinds of food and filled up the table. And at the end, he brought out fruit and nuts and cakes and cookies for Pesach. How did he do that? How did he pull that out of his hat? I don't know, said the old woman. Well, it was the end of the Seder. And it was time to welcome Elijah, to the Seder. But the old man said, oh, my tummy is so full I can't get up. And the old woman said, my tummy is so full I can't get up. No matter, said the stranger. I'll get up. And he went to the door, and he opened the door, and they sang together, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu. And all of a sudden, the old man looked up, and the old woman looked up, and the stranger was gone. The old man ran to the door, and he said, my friend, our guest, come back. But there was no one there. And he looked up the street, and he looked down the street, and there was no one there. Please come back and finish the Seder with us. No! Out of the darkness came that voice. You finish the Seder. I have other places I have to go. But you left your Seder plate, the golden Seder plate. And you left the Kiddush cup. And you left the candlesticks. Yes! They're for you. And someday your children and their children. A gift from way beyond. But when will we ever bring them back? No. I'll be back. You'll see. And the old man looked at the old woman and said, who was that stranger? Who was he? No matter. We have to finish the Seder. Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. And that's where my uncle got his Seder plate. It was his father's Seder plate. It came from a stranger who visited one Pesach and left it as a gift so that we might share it year after after year after year. Just like the holiday, can't you, Phil? Happy Pesach.
Ilu natan natan lanu et haTorah.
Natan lanu et haTorah, dayenu, 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 dayenu. A happy, healthy Pesach. Oh, ho, ho. Have a wonderful Pesach to everyone. And Cantor Phil, have a sweet, happy Pesach. Everyone have a wonderful holiday. Chag Sameach.